He is a stand-up who is so successful, and this is genuine. He's so successful. The O2, one of the biggest venues in the country, have given him his own set of keys. So either they need a new cleaner, or it's an acknowledgement he can fill the place anytime he wants. He's the undisputed king of comedy. It's Mr. Michael McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. Come and have a seat, Michael. It's great to see you again.
They didn't tell me which way to walk in.
Well,
I walked the wrong way.
Well, which way did you think
I don't know. I walked into some kind of cameras. There were wires everywhere. One direction had to help me. Oh. Did I look horribly out of place sitting next to them?
No. Why do you think that?
Well, because I saw myself at the monitor and they looked so bloody cool.
Well, look, OK, look.
I looked like I was on the loo sitting next to them.
Sure.
There's something about a shirt, because I sort of look all right when I'm standing up in the suit. It looks OK.
Well, sort of.
Yes, thank you. But when you sit down, it goes completely to shit.
Because when you stand up, it's all distributed more. When you sit down, it's like a sack of potatoes.
Is it posture? Is that my problem?
It's one of your problems.
So what am I supposed to... I feel like it gets worse when I work on my posture.
Well, I think the hair is a problem, too. I'll be honest with you. I think... You know, he needs a bit of gel or something. All the boys have got stuff in their hair. Harry's hair is like Medusa. It's got a life of its own.
No, it's Liam. Liam, I like his hair.
You like his hair best?
Oh, does it move? Look at it.
Yeah,
Do everything you can to make your head move. Nothing happens.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, now my hair's gone even worse. I've seen it.
No, your hair's fine for you. It just
isn't...
I'm
not happy. I need product.
OK.
Someone's got to bring...
Could one of Zayn's follicles... Well, not Zayn's, you see.
Somebody...
Well, I miss him. Should I not have mentioned Zayn? Because I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, Zayn.
I think the problem is there are so many signs up around the building saying, don't fucking mention Zayn. But I think... You've got Zayn brain.
I've gone in Zayn.
Don't mention it again.
I haven't actually gone in Zayn. I just want to make that was just a... Why did you do that?
What did I do?
Well, I don't know. You started it.
You wanted to not mention Zayn. And
I know, but now that's all we're talking about. OK, so you have the keys, you have success, you have, and this is a nice thing in anyone's life, I think, because that's all important, but you have family and you have children. Two boys.
It's a nice thing.
How old are your boys now?
They're 10 and 7 years old.
OK, well, they're great ages, they're exciting ages to have children. At the same time, are they beginning to show signs of teenager behaviour? Are they growing up and away from you in any way? How are they with Daddy these days?
Oh, they're very sweet, you know, because when I'm away, they miss me, and it's been a little bit difficult.
Because you've been touring, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm on tour. But they are, you know, my 10-year-old Lucas, he's getting a little bit teenage, I suppose.
And so is he happy with you at the school generally? Does he show you off as a father, or are you kind of kept at arm's length a little bit?
I think that... is he happy with me as a father?
Well, when you drop... You know what I mean?
Come on here. You're inquiring as to whether my children are happy. No, they want a divorce. Okay. My children want to divorce me. They've been Googling lawyers. They want to get rid of me. I'm an embarrassment.
Well, I got a phone call. They asked if I was available. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
No, they're doing very well. I think, you know, it's been tough with me away, but I'm home now.
So when you drop them at school in the morning, do they hold your hand all the way into the gate, or is there already the beginnings of them wanting to be themselves?
You know, they want you to drop them off further and further away and walk up, but I'm not having any of that. I like to embarrass them as much as I can because I love them and I don't want them to leave. Yeah. You know, we made them, I want them to stay with us, and I'm not interested in them extricating themselves.
Don't let them get away until you really have to.
I wave at the window, I kiss them all over their faces. I want that. They're my kids.
It's a lovely thing.
I'm wild about them.
What do they do with their spare time? Are you aware of what games they play, what music they listen to?
Well, they've started... I mean, my oldest son, I have no idea what's going on. He's 10 years old. He's completely obsessed with rap. He listens to Eminem all the time. It's completely inappropriate. You know, I want him to go his own way. I'm pleased that he's interested in music, but I don't know what this is. This is absolutely... Everything is explicit. It has the little E next to it, which basically says completely inappropriate explicit. So you have to buy the ones that say clean, which is C, clean, C for clean, and they take off all the effing and blinding.
There can't be a lot left on
There's
some of them.
nothing left. So and he knows all the words, but there's no words left. So he sings along. He doesn't know that the F's are in there, so he literally goes to himself. Mother. He keeps saying mother, 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 mother. And he actually said to me the other day, it was like, Eminem talks about his mother a lot. I tried to make it a positive. I was like, because he loves his mother, you know? You should love your mother too. You need to be nicer to your mother. You see how Eminem likes his mother.
Who knew Eminem would be such a good force for parodying?
I don't know, but you've got to let him express himself.
That's another thing. Now, I've met Michael's wife a few times, and she's very fit in both senses of the word.
Where are we going with these questions? Oh, there's my wife. Yeah. Yes, she is.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah. And I know, and you, that's Kitty, of course.
Yeah.
And of course...
I don't know when that was. I'm holding a passport. Is that how I... Is that how I get onto an aeroplane? I don't know what that is.
People look at it, it looks like she's going out with the leader of Korea, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It looks like she's going out... Kim Jong-un was taking on a date.
Yeah. You joke.
It's the haircut.
You joke. This is why I have the passport. Walking around London, people think, oh, my God, it's the leader of North Korea, and I start getting pulled over, and I go, no, it's me, it's my blood, it's me.
Now, I notice she keeps fit. Does she nag you to get fit? Because you're not in bad shape, I know, but you're probably not as fit as you could be. I mean...
I lost weight at the beginning of the year.
You lost a lot of weight, I
noticed
noticed
that. I lost a lot of weight, and I'm putting it back on. If you yo-yo, then obviously I owe it to myself to put weight back on, having lost it.
Yeah. You've earned the right to put it back on.
What confuses me and frustrates me and upsets me a little bit is I don't know why I lie to myself about it. I'm so annoyed that weight is coming back on, but I still weigh myself. But I'm lying to myself. I do it first thing in the morning. I don't wait till once I've started eating, because that makes things worse. So I get up in the morning and I go into the bathroom. I've got these electronic scales. I literally... Well, I take everything off. I take my watch off, I put it on the side, I take my ring off, I pee, I breathe out, and then I sort of stand on it and I hold on. I hold on to the sink.
That's not going to help.
And I just ease my way on like that, and I wait for it to give me the reading that I like, and then I go, that's fine, what's for breakfast? And I don't know why I would lie to myself.
OK, let me ask you then about when you perform live. I've noticed that on your live gigs now, you make... obviously, the audience know what they're going to get. They've come to see you specifically. They love what you do, and they love your material so much, some of them try to do your material, and you started featuring that in the beginning of the show. Now, how did that come about?
Well, I thought... I get introduced on stage by a film, which I've asked fans of mine to basically do their jokes that affect them and their lives, because this has happened to me over the years. I've done lots and lots and hours of material and lots of shows, and people a lot come up to me and say they, you know, with regards to my material, they say things like, I can't, you know, I can't put my tights on without thinking of you because I got the tights joke. So I just thought it'd be quite fun to just throw it out there, and I just put on social media, do you want to make your own video?
But it must be weird hearing them do your material back to you, especially as so much of your material, I think, relies on you performing it. I mean, it's good material, but you really bring it alive.
Yes, it's more recognition for the audience. A guy the other day, actually, he came up to me, he said, I did this joke on, I don't know what it was, a couple of tours ago, and it was about, in the gym, how I never want to be naked for a very long time. I always want, you know, the first thing I do is put my pants back on. I put my pants for as short amount of time as possible and without pants. Take pants off, new pants on. Sometimes I have two pants on, I go so quickly. Well, but some people in the gym, they like pants go on last. So I had this whole routine about people putting their socks on and the hat on and everything's flapping around like this. And, you know, in the hat, they were drying themselves in the hat. It was a huge, big routine. And this guy came up to me in the street and he said, this was only a couple of minutes ago, he was quite a camp guy, and he said, you know that joke you do about the gym when everyone's willies are out? And I said, oh, yeah. And he went, where is that gym?
Well, that's a different kind of feedback you get in there. That's what that is. Let's talk about drawing them, because it is hard work, I know that.
Yeah.
Now, being away from home is difficult anyway, being away from the kids. I guess you get home as much as you can. On stage, do you have to make sure that you stay in shape to be on stage like that? Or is that kind of like a workout?
Yes, I'm walking up and down and running up and down. You know, I've been touring all year, and I suppose you get used to it, you get used to doing the show. And I do all these work-in-progress gigs, you know, through the year.
So you warm up with small gigs?
Yes, I warm up with smaller gigs, and they get bigger and bigger until I go into the arenas. And... you know, to get the fundamentals right of the material, but also the functioning of the show. I had a thing happen before I went in it. I was in a theatre before the main show. So the sort of convention of the show is that you know, I come out and tell jokes for as long as I can, you know, an hour and a half, maybe more. And then there's always an encore, which is part of It's part of show business.
So people come expecting an encore. You have to have material ready for an encore, basically.
Yes. I suppose, well, you know, bands, they hold back a couple of songs.
They often hold back the biggest hit. It drives you crazy.
Yeah, and then it's the encore, and you shout more or whatever, and they have to come back. And it's always a bit dangerous for me in the arenas because, people, especially in London, people like to beat the rush.
Yeah, yeah.
So I made a terrible mistake where I milked it in Wembley. I went off and I waited and I was milking it, you know, oh, they love me, but they'd fucked off to get the train.
Yeah.
So I walked back on and there was nobody there, and I had to just go, oh, yes, sorry, and then just go back down. So that's very embarrassing. So what I normally do is I come straight back on without... I sort of count, you know, to like 10. I get a drink and I come back up. And in the theatres, it's different in the arenas. They have, you know, the wings, the big curtains on the side. Yeah. So I would literally... I do the whole... I finish the show and I do the whole thank you, bowing and everything, take it. But I like to get off quick so they know I'm coming back, because you don't want to confuse anybody. Yeah. So thank you. And then I would just literally go behind the curtain and I just stand there for literally like 10 seconds. I just count to 10 and then I come back out straight into show business like that.
Boom, and do some more, yeah.
And that's just the inner workings of not show business and show business.
Yes.
But I did this gig in Southampton where I got my bearings wrong, and it led to the creepiest moment, I think, of anyone in this audience's life, where I did this whole thank you, bowing and bowing, and then I walked off, but I didn't go all the way out into the curtain, and I just stopped in the corner of the stage like this. It's like I'd run out of battery, just standing here like this. And then people weren't clapping like this. They thought I had gone mad. It's like the end of the Blair Witch Project. I was just standing like this. And then I noticed they weren't clapping and just sort of looked around and then shuffled into the curtain. So, you know,
you got to see
work in progress.
It's worth knowing where the stage ends.
Yeah, well, I just got a little bit mixed up. And, I mean, I'm telling you, they did not know what had come, what's come over this guy.
Well, now, you couldn't be any bigger in this country, I don't think. I know you know, just getting there can sometimes be easy. Staying there is hard, but you're right at the very top. What about other parts of the world? I guess Europe, because the language is different. But in America, do they know you in America yet? Do you have your sights set on America?
Well, you know, this is what's so great about the boys.
Huge.
My mates, 1D.
All over the world.
I mean, everyone in America knows who these boys are.
They're as big, if not bigger, in America than they are here.
I have no profile in America. None. And people expect me to be going there. I took the kids. I went to Disney and Universal. I kept telling people I'm going to Disney and Universal. They assume I'm going for meetings. They're like, oh, great, are you doing meetings? I went, no, I'm going on rides. I have literally no profile in America. I mean, listen, not only do I have no profile there, it's just hard enough to get in through customs. I'm in the queue. My son is in a goofy hat with an I Love Disney World T-shirt, and the guy's like, what is the purpose of your visit? How many clues do you need? I'm not people trafficking. Let me in.
Well, you've got to bear in mind, he's holding hands with the leader of North Korea, so obviously there's a reluctance on the part of the customs officials.
This is true. This is true. So, no, America haven't come calling. It's not something that worries me.
But have you tried? Do you want to go there? They would get you, wouldn't they? They would understand you. And your stuff's pretty universal, I feel.
You say they'd understand me. The thing about Americans that I've thought about the language is that they say they speak English, but they've had to change it to make them understand it more. Go with me on this, because I've thought it through. They've changed some of the words. So they've taken the English language, but they've looked at some of it and they thought, no, I think we need a little bit more explanation here, OK? That's my American accent. So things like pavement. So they can't work with pavement, so they've changed it to sidewalk. Yeah. They needed more information. They needed to know where they were going to be walking so that they wouldn't get run over.
So that's... I didn't think of that.
Pavement, sidewalk. So I think there must have been a period of time where they ran with the word pavement, but they kept getting hit by cars. So they changed it to sidewalk. Now, bear with me here, John, because I've thought this through. Yes. Bin, the word for bin. In American, waste paper basket. Yeah. They needed to know not only what to put in it, they needed to know that not only it was paper, but waste paper, and then it goes into a basket. It's not just any paper. They kept throwing away fresh paper for a period before they introduced the word waste paper basket. You see, it's like they need instructions. Glasses for your eyes, they call them eyeglasses. They needed to know where to put them on their face. Because they used to have glasses and they would put them on their thighs and they would put them on their feet and they would say, I can't see any better with the glasses. And then somebody went, no, they're eyeglasses. Well, why didn't you call them eyeglasses? There's a game called squash. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Not in America. Racquetball. They needed... It's a true story. They needed to know what they were going to be playing with, a racquetball, and even then they get confused because there's no court. They don't know where to go. They just wander through the street going, I want to play racquetball, I want to play racquetball. So they're probably going to have to change that. But my favourite one, without a shadow of a doubt, is horse riding. Do you know what horse riding is in America?
Is it not called horse riding?
No. Horseback riding. They had to specify the area of the horse.
Well, yes.
There were terrible problems because there was a period of time when they didn't call it horseback
Well, where
riding.
did they go?
They used to hold on to the tail and then...
Are you sure this is how they ride the horses in Europe?
That's a whole different thing you're doing there, I think, with the horse.
Anybody who's watching this show who may have been flicking the channels, that's not a moment you want. No. This was a story about American and descriptive words. Do you think my thought processes will endear me to the Americans?
I think you've nailed it completely, and I hope they take you to the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here for the whole show, Mr. Michael McIntyre.
Thank you.